Sneako versus MoistCr1tikal, the debate. Oh, a man can dream. I'd honestly pay probably good money to see that, because that would be prime entertainment. Better than any boxing match, at least. And if you don't know who Sneako is, then literally find any 1 minute clip of him, with or without context. Honestly, I don't think it matters, and you kind of have the full picture. But with MoistCr1tikal, aka Charly, aka Penguinz, it's a little bit different, because I don't know a lot about this guy. I have consumed less than an hour of his content when he was watching a live stream of a gaming show or something like that, so I don't know too much about him. But I pretty constantly have heard that this guy cannot afford ever to be on the wrong side of opinion. If he expresses an opinion about a current thing and it's not perfect, he kind of moves heaven and earth and things and does things of that nature. AKA, he makes really good videos about opinions and everyone likes it, but most likely not the best debater. Then again, maybe he debates constantly and I just have absolutely no idea because I haven't seen his content. Could be the case, in which, well, shit, I look like an idiot. But probably not the case. But anyway, let's watch, because this is supposed to be extremely spicy, I have been told.
I mean it when I say I didn't really want to talk about today's topic. It's just some medium rare internet beef that I think is just kind of worthless to go over, but so many...
If it's medium rare internet beef, then spice it up and make it into a fucking Wagyu steak. Hey, any internet beef can be made into an absolute cataclysm if you try hard enough. So, you know, you're not putting your best foot forward already, Moist.
Many people keep bringing it up to me that I feel I should at least talk about it to some extent.
Good.
So I'll go ahead and cannonball into the septic tank and doggy paddle around for a bit. The main topic involves a banned YouTube creator that I'm sure you've all heard of before.
Oh shit, go for the personal assassination already. Good. Honestly, I like it. That's a pretty good tactic. Assassinate the personality. Discredit them before even anything starts. Remember, this is key. If you're versus someone who doesn't actually know how to debate or how to talk to people, first assassinate their credibility. Start off with the fact that they're banned off of YouTube. Well, Sneako is banned off of YouTube for a very few reasons, but that's beside the point. Always go for the personality, because then you don't actually have to deal with the arguments.
His name is Sneako. A lot of people compare...
Well, admittedly, I honestly don't know if Sneako has arguments. It's fucking Sneako at the end of the day.
Compared him to like a diet Andrew Tate. He recently got banned, and he still does make content elsewhere. And recently he started targeting me because I made jokes about his friends on the Fresh and Fit podcast, who I think are beautiful clowns that do some very silly stuff that is entirely entertaining to make fun of. But Sneako didn't see it that way because he's a very sensitive guy, and he started writing their wieners to try and defend a blatantly outrageous story that one of them told about meeting a basketball player at a party, then being invited by that basketball player to a mansion, and then fucking a ton of girls at that mansion thanks to the basketball player, which sounds like something a Tumblr account would have made up, and ending with, and everybody clapped. It was...
Okay. Now, I feel that I need a little bit more context about that, but what he just said now here is a thing that actually happens in real life, by the way. This does not exclusively apply to basketball players, but actually, you know, a tip when it comes to famous people who do live the degeneracy life. Most likely, if you meet a famous person and you suck their personality off enough, and they invite you to a different kind of party where they're the main attraction, and again, they're a degenerate, that's actually not far from the truth that could honestly happen. It's nothing outrageous. Now, admittedly, it probably depends on how many girls, but, you know, if some famous degenerate takes you to their place and there's girls there, and he points at 3 girls and tells them, hey, go have sex with him, yeah, that's honestly probably happening. And that's not even that super rare, honestly. So, I don't know if that's a good start, calling a story like that fake. Now, Is it fake? I have no idea. Could be fake, but that does happen in real life.
Such a goofy piece of fan fiction, it felt like he was begging to be humiliated and made fun of, so I started throwing some balls at the clown and dunking them in the tank. I made a video talking and joking about it, and Sneako saw this and he wasn't too happy, so he got offended on his friend's behalf, which of course is a very alpha male thing to do.
Well, actually, defending your friends is not the worst thing and should not... Well, it shouldn't be something that you criticize a person for. If I had friends that would defend me from other random people, those are good friends. Nothing honestly wrong about that.
I know Sneako doesn't like that nomenclature. He never calls himself an alpha male and thinks that it belittles him. But his fan base is and has been red-pilled and thinks of him as like a no-nonsense kind of guy who tells it like it is, a man's man.
Okay, let me explain one thing about Sneako. Sneako is absolutely off the wall, the most amazing human being in existence, because he goes off to the absolute deep end, and things that you would never expect any normal person to even care. He will absolutely go 100% on the most random things that you don't even think that people care about. It is absolutely hilarious.
Man, and yet Sneako cries more than a 12-year-old going through puberty and has very public temper tantrums like a child who didn't get...
Okay, but considering I'm on no one's side here and I just want... we're listening to one person's opinion about this matter. So, you know, I feel the need to point this out. Well, you know, you're kind of just saying that men can't really cry and that a crying man is pathetic, so not a good look for the current year. A low ball, a low-hanging fruit, but, you know, I'll take it.
Get the Spider-Man toy they wanted for Christmas. So he was upset because I was making fun of them. He then makes a big rant about me, calling me a bitch, saying all kinds of things. He doesn't really make any points, he just insults...
Debate him.
...my appearance a lot and makes very bold assumptions about me not going outside and shit like that, which of course has nothing to...
Wait, isn't that actually kind of true? I mean, he's a Twitch streamer. I see the Twitch emblem here. I have literally watched him on Twitch. I have literally seen his channel. Does he go a lot outside?
Do with anything I was saying, nor does it debunk any of my points. Not that I was even really making points, I was just making jokes about a silly fucking story, and he's taking it as if I just gave a TED Talk on monogamy, because for some reason he somehow gets lost in like this Winter Soldier episode, like this delusional fantasy, where he starts making
Make it relatable, yes. Insert very well-known things to make it relatable. That's good. Okay, now go for the kill.
A statement on monogamy, which of course had nothing to do with the video I made.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me.
Yes, cherry pick a clip. Honestly, this is Sneako. I doubt that he needs to cherry pick a clip, but anyway, do it.
In a monogamous relationship. This is his girl.
Okay.
So there you go. I mean, I told you, like, I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules. Someone could go and fuck a lot of bitches. That it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas, because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer.
What the fuck are you even talking?
Okay, yeah, that... Well, I guess that summarizes Sneako real... I guess that does summarize Sneako perfectly. Again... saying someone using monogamous using non-monogamous as an insult doesn't really bode well, doesn't really tract honestly, and well, pointing out that he has a girlfriend, I guess also is not really an insult in any way, but I doubt the whole video is best, but let's be real, let's give the benefit of doubt, let's say he picked the worst clip.
Talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened? And where is monogamy even coming from? You're fighting an invisible enemy right now. You're fighting ghosts.
Wait. Actually, in this case. So, if Charlie decides to make fun of his friends, why can't Sneako then make fun of his friends for what they both constitute as absurd. Because as I actually said at the start, that story, well, most likely is fake, but that does happen in real life. That literally does happen in real life, and, you know, relatively often if you know the right places to go. You know, if you know where to look, you're gonna find them. And so he's attacking them for saying that story is fake. Again, probably it honestly is. Who shares actually stuff like that? Admittedly, you know, alpha male coaches probably do share stories like that if I think about it. But anyway, he attacks his friend for something he perceives as fake. Then Sneako just does the same, and he attacks for Charlie what he perceives that is a weakness or a stupid way of life. They're both equally standing on absolutely no real grounds, just what they think is funny or wrong. So they both do have 100% valid enough reasons in their own right to make fun of each other. So MoistCr1tikal saying what does that have to do with anything? Well, it doesn't actually do anything with anything, but you also have no grounds to attack. You just perceive the story to be stupid and fake, that's why you make a video. And Sneako perceives your way of life as stupid, so he makes a video. Technically, no one's right, but no one's really wrong.
That aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid fucking story that this guy told. Like, it's so weird. And
oh, a little bit from statement analysis and lie detection. Now he says the story that the guy told. He doesn't call it fake like he called it previously. So he actually also, on a certain level, believes or gives it credibility that it was true.
He's been mad ever since, as I understand it. I, of course, don't really watch him, but I keep getting updates on...
As I understand it, there's an insert to pretend that you have not watched or do not know what is evolving in this story, but he does know.
Sneako not being happy, wiggling his finger saying, I don't really like this Charlie guy anymore for this. Now, like I said, because so many people...
Anymore? Okay, so here's the deal with people. People never say things at random, and anymore would emphasize that Sneako actually expressed that he likes Charlie before. Also, I'm gonna call him Charlie because most people call him Charlie. MoistCr1tikal is, I think, his most popular nickname, but Charlie is how most people do call him.
Bringing this up to me every day, I felt obligated to at least, you know, talk about this a little bit and engage with the drama, even though I don't really want to. What I do want to talk about, though, is the Black Friday Moist Global merch sale, baby. A lot of great merch on MoistGlobal.com is...
It's shit merch as every fucking merch.
A lot of money off right now, so go to MoistGlobal.com to get some fucking beautiful items.
Wait. A lot of money off. Is that 30%? Close enough, honestly. Well, yeah, it's close to 30%. Okay.
A lot of great merch on MoistGlobal.com is a lot of money off right now, so go to MoistGlobal.com.
Yeah, he chooses to use the words "a lot of money off" because he doesn't want to say how little of percent off it is. Because usually, when they hear, "Oh, it's a great deal," people are thinking, "Oh, 50% off, 80% off." You know, like your favorite OnlyFans model has always that 90% off. That's right.
To get some fucking beautiful items, and we even have some really fun, goofy ones that are in stock right now, such as this wonderful happy coat, which is kind of like a bathrobe. It's fantastic. And we also have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Inspired designs available right now as well, which are just fun items. And
yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not off, actually. Ooh, being a little bit deceptive there, Charlie. Oof.
Once all of these are sold out, they won't be restocked. So if you're at all interested, go to MoistGlobal.com.
A classic way of just creating artificial scarcity because he can resupply them most likely anytime he pleases.
links in the description. I'm gonna keep this on for the rest of the video. The only thing I'm missing now is a cigar, so really get
What is that? That's a tattoo. It looks like a ball.
into character here. I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about this.
I actually want to know what the tattoo is. This looks like the American football. The 3 stripes.
I am pretty familiar with Sneako, probably more so than a lot of his
Told you. Told you. And Sneako is familiar with him.
more modern fan base is. I first became aware of his content when he got mad at me a couple years ago because I was criticizing a movie called Cuties. For those that don't know, Cuties was a movie that went to Netflix, and it was basically just softcore child porn. It was a movie that focused on twerking and a coming-of-age film that used real children in real positions of, like, sexualization, where during, like, a twerking contest, they'd have cameras that would go, like, right into their ass and zoom in. It was fucking...
I did not know that actually did happen. Wow. I heard a lot of things, but that happened? Oh, damn.
disgusting stuff. And I made a whole video talking about how fucked up it is that not only does it exist, but Netflix has promoted it and it's on their service.
True.
Regardless of what the intention was or what the message aimed to deliver from the director, it completely missed the mark. By using real child actors and doing the things that they did in the film, it became a movie that was only enjoyed by legitimate, real, self-admitted pedophiles.
I'm actually gonna refrain from saying what I heard.
And I made a video talking about how gross that whole situation was, and Sneako made a response to it saying that the outrage around this film is misplaced, and it's actually a good movie.
Americans
Did he?
are like, this is
Oh shit, I have a confession. Cuties is my new favorite film. Damn! Well, that's definitely stirring up the pot.
deplorable. I saw this commentator, penguinz, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were going to piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just...
If provocative imagery is intentionally put inside of a movie, and if you get triggered by it, well, job accomplished, but you can't really complain in that case that provocative imagery made someone dislike the movie, because it's there for a reason.
Deplorable. Come on, man. Like, don't you see the reasons why she's doing what she's doing?
Sneako has said multiple times, even in his most recent rant, that he does like my content, though I'm pretty sure he just...
You also like his content. You two should make up and kid. No, actually, no. You should hate each other for the rest of life. But you should probably debate. But again, Sneako does debates, but I'm not sure if penguinz does. I mean, Charlie.
just says that to cushion the blow and like tiptoe around it, like before insulting me. Just in case there's anyone in his chat that likes my content, he wants to make sure to not make them upset. So he makes sure to preface it by saying, well, I actually do like him.
Takes one to know one.
But, and then goes on to get super personal about it. This was my first real exposure to Sneako, and it's also the reason I don't care what his opinion is of me, because it's...
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a bold fucking faced lie. He knew who Sneako was even before that, I think. He pretty much just said it outright that he knew Sneako way before. So, if this is his only interaction, I kinda doubt it. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a bold-faced lie.
coming from a man who likes cuties. So why the fuck would it matter if he thinks I'm a bitch or anything like that?
Well, you know, if you're wrong about one thing, it doesn't automatically make it that you're wrong about everything else. So that's a pretty shitty argument.
It legitimately couldn't mean less coming from a guy who openly defends a softcore child porn production.
Well, okay, so let's be a little bit ass about this situation. Okay, well, he defends it, but you still watched it. Most of us haven't watched it. Most of us just know that it's disgusting and disgraceful that it even exists in the first place, and we don't need to watch it. I haven't watched it. I'm not planning to watch it. He watched it and said it's fine. You watched it for apparently just watching reasons. Or maybe he made a video about it, I don't know.
Okay, if I ever wanted to get canceled, this is the video. I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited.
Yeah, I have also seen the cover. I think the cover is enough to tell you all. The cover is just enough, okay? You don't need more than the cover to tell you what this is supposed to most likely be, and question why the fuck it's even there in the first place, okay? I also think Netflix tanked quite a lot in the stock because of this. This was an absolute success by Netflix standards, so.
So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad.
He's actually right about that. Yeah. He actually is right about that. When I went to school, most of the time, everyone lost their virginity about, I don't know, the age of 13, 14, 15, or so on. At least if you were popular, you know? If you were unpopular, get fucked, loser. But that was kind of the deal. 13, kind of on the low scale. 14, 15, 16, okay-ish. Now, I know teachers, by the way. I know some people who went and became teachers in lower grades and not university levels. And, well, kids are actually losing their virginity reasonably often in even not degenerate countries like America at the age of like 11 and 12 constantly. Previously, that was kind of the exception of losing it so early. Now it's like, yeah, you can find 10-year-olds relatively often if you most likely do a survey or something like that. You will most likely find a couple of them, okay? You will find them way more than you would expect. That's the understanding I currently have. And honestly, it kind of seems that it's right. Well, I can't speak for America, but, well, yeah, America's a fucking wild and extremely degenerate place. So it definitely most likely does represent a part of the world.
Mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Now, the reason I'm showing this isn't just to debate a multiple-year-old Sneako video that he completely ate shit on and had the worst possible take of with this whole cutie situation. The reason I'm showing this is because...
Well, anyone who defends cutie should probably eat shit for that. Kind of the obvious thing.
I haven't liked him since I saw this side of him. I was aware that he made other content, and apparently some of it was pretty good a couple years back, but once I saw that...
You have watched it, don't fucking lie. You literally admitted to that previously. I knew him before, I have seen him before. He previously liked me. Oh.
This video, it just showed me a really weird guy who it seemed like really just wanted to be contrarian for the sake of it, and makes terrible points in defense of this film for some reason. Like, even in your own video, you openly admit right there...
This film, yeah, he has definitely seen cuties himself. That's not a fucking joke, huh?
That, yes, it sexualizes children. Full stop, that's not okay. That's a problem.
Like, this girl, at one point, she takes a picture of her vagina and posts it on Instagram.
I know that. It's not actually, you obviously you can't fucking see any of that in the movie, but that was a big part that people talked about instantaneously when it came out. That was one of the first things I read on Twitter about the movie, that a girl literally takes a picture of her vagina.
Kids naturally just rebel. I like this movie because it's extremely provocative, but it's realistic. A major criticism of this film...
Okay, no, that's not no. Saying that kids change is true. I agree with that, but everything else is probably 100% bullshit. Classic Sneako way, huh?
Was that it's child porn. That they were just showing these kids and that it's gonna bring a bunch of pedophiles.
I think wait. Didn't the director of the film actually say something like that to that extent? I remember there was something that the director even defended. Defended the movie because it was supposed to... No, they didn't explicitly say normalize it. the movie was intended to a certain degree to make this all more acceptable, and to push this ideology into people. I think the director said something along those lines about that movie.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not more than anything else that's on the internet now, or not more than beauty pageants in America, which still exist and are exactly what you see in the film.
I mean, beauty pageants are legitimately kind of like for playground enthusiasts. I don't think it's rare to just hear about judges of these pageants being accused, and what do you know, they're actually guilty. Yeah, that's not rare. I have heard a couple of stories, in fact, I think, about those situations like that. South Park even has a skit about it. And, when South Park does something, it's fucking true.
Do you go to beauty pageants to watch the kids, Sneako? I certainly hope not. Just because the beauty pageants, which are fucked up, completely agree, just because those exist in the real world doesn't mean that that's justification for this movie. I feel like that should be obvious. You can't use this whataboutism like, oh yeah, Cuties has a lot of sexualization of children, but what about, child beauty pageants? I mean, those are out there in the real world, so what's wrong with Cuties being on Netflix? I won't show you any more from this video, it's dog shit.
It is kind of slippery slope, though.
All across the board.
I think we should just get rid of all the fucking beauty pageants also, because seriously, it's literally kind of designed for playground enthusiasts. I don't think there's a single normal person who will ever go to a child beauty pageant and is not an enthusiast of the playground after dark.
There is one more thing I'd like to highlight. Even when Sneako started to rise to popularity, I didn't pay too much attention because, again, in my mind, he will always be that guy that for some reason fights for this film, which is just fucking weird. So he's always just been kind of a weird person to me that I don't pay too much attention to, but I couldn't
interesting.
Help but take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
So I wanted to break this down like this. This was
Wait, I know who that is. That's Rob. Rob from I forget the channel, but it's my favorite comics channel actually. He does breakdowns what happens in comics issue by issue. Ooh, he has a good channel. I don't remember what it's called. Comics Explain maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like him.
Imagine seeing the girl you love.
Is it him?
Get fucked. You love her?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not him. I kind of looked with the shaved head and glasses. Damn.
I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, no, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other three?
I'm crazy. First time, as soon as I saw.
How does that even work? How can you be for all the alpha bullshit? A lot of it is technically helpful to a certain degree, and I actually, I'm not here to discourage the alpha bullshit. I think the alpha bullshit is actually really, really, really good for people who literally have no direction, because having a direction you can understand, wait a minute, maybe all of this is not good, maybe a lot of this is bullshit, maybe I should be careful about what I'm doing, is way better than having no direction at all. Because trying is kind of like a big deal in life, and you should try a lot of things, except cuties, obviously.
Saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her.
He actually tried to oh, Jesus. Holy shit. Man, he actually tried to flex the fact that he got cocked. Huh?
With another person, it's a lot.
Man, the people who said that this video is absolutely fucking great were absolutely spot on.
It's a lot, but I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
No!
I know. You know what?
It is a legitimately super sad thing to sit there and listen to, because Sneako is very clearly bothered by that whole situation, but is trying to play it off like a deeper message, like, no, this is actually a good thing, and in fact, I recommend every guy.
Didn't sound like that to me, honestly. Sounds like he fucking just flat out regrets it.
out there try letting their girl get fucked by another man. Then you'll know if it's real, if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. It is fucking tragic to listen to. Now, I want to be clear, I have absolutely no problem with open relationships. I think everyone should be completely within the right to handle their relationships however they see fit and whatever makes them happiest. Contrary to what Sneako thinks about me, I have legitimately no issue with open relationships at all. But what Sneako's talking about here isn't so much an open relationship, it's...
That's not... Wait, okay, this is a little bit deceptive. He's not answering the Sneako's attack by saying, "Oh, you're monogamous." No, wait, what? Polyamorous? Whatever. He's not answering the question that Sneako firstly attacked him for saying, "Oh, you're monogamous." Is the opposite of monogamous polyamorous? Not sure. Don't know. Don't honestly care too much. But he's not actually answering the question that he's okay with that. That's just the attack. He's saying, Moist is saying that he is okay with all types of relationship, but he's not answering, is he himself okay with it?
Cuckoldry. You have watched your girl get fucked in front of you on at least 2 occasions that he talks about here.
King shaming!
And you were right next to her, watching her get fucked, and one time you were so upset about it, you had to leave the room after the...
I can't. It's honestly too fucking funny. How do you do... No, seriously. Fucking... This is what I'm saying. Sneako is an absolute beast of a human. He does the most wildest shit like it's the most normal thing in the universe, and he then cycles into the most crazy fucking things that no person even cares about. Absolutely amazing.
The third pump, you said. You're clearly not really all right with this situation. You're for some reason forcing yourself to be okay with it. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be an armchair psychologist like you try to do against me during your rants, but it really seems like you don't like
Really? You could just say you are, because that's quite obvious.
it. And yet, for some reason, you're also trying to celebrate it and promote it like a good thing. It's just super sad. Like, if you're fucking other girls and she's fucking other guys, that's one thing, but you being in the same bed that she is fucking another man in and watching her, and then even talking about how, like, upset you were about how much she was moaning, and...
That sounds a bit personal, so we can safely assume that Charlie is 100% not polygamous. Fuck, I can't remember these names. Whatever, he's not willing to go with other people. So we can safely assume that's true.
And the deep eye contact she was making with the man she was fucking in front of you, like, you're not really okay with it, it sounds like. So stop trying to pretend to be, and stop trying to make it seem like this is a good, healthy thing for everyone that everyone needs to try. It's just...
So, I was actually trying to find the original, because at first I honestly thought that they had a debate. But then, no, I just found this video only. And people said that this is great, but I saw this, and I instantaneously thought that they really did have a debate. That's why I said at the start that I hope they do have a debate, because, you know, this sounds like something you can have a debate on, and these two people seemingly would be the perfect absolute 10 out of 10 matchup for each other. Oh, it would be glorious. But yeah, I didn't find any debate things, and I did try to maybe find Sneako's version of this where he actually goes full detail. I honestly wanted to start with that because that would be just more funny, in my opinion. But I couldn't actually find where Sneako just does this, not this part, but the whole thing at the start. I couldn't really find a decent clip. This is pretty much also what I found. He just pointed the girl and like did the and that's it. Kind of disappointing. Maybe there actually is one. Maybe it's deleted. Since he doesn't upload, you kind of need to hope that someone else just uploads his clips, because he does not upload anything on YouTube.
Just pretty sad. So this is always in the back of my mind when he starts critiquing my relationship, or really any relationship for that matter. Like, what really gives you the right, especially when you're clearly in a very complicated situation in your own mind with your relationship? So, that
doesn't sound too okay. He's he's holding the fact that Sneako's a cuck. He's holding the fact that Sneako's a cuck against him, and he instantaneously is looking down at Sneako for being a cuck. So anytime Charlie says anything about, oh, look at me, I support anyone doing anything, that is a clear fucking lie. Because if that was true, he would not instantaneously... he would not say that. He would not say, oh, every time I look at you, I can only remember the fact that you're a cook. I had no idea. That's fucking hilarious. You know, so anytime Moist says anything about, oh, I'm okay with everything, whatever you do in your own bedroom, that's fine with me, that's a fucking lie. That's absolutely a fucking lie. Or he's being 100% disingenuous against Sneako just because he wants to hurt him with this video. Which is most likely a thing that's, well, a thing that this video is intended to. And you know what? If he wants to do that, that's fine. He can easily do it. No one can object to it. If you don't like it, well, tough, but it is what it is.
Like I said, I didn't really want to talk about this, but he apparently keeps shitting on
Well, for someone who didn't want to talk about this, you actually did put in a lot of fucking effort.
me and making a big hoopla about it, and people keep bringing it up to me, so I felt like I should at least address it in some capacity. So this is me talking about it, and that's about it.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Paused at the last second, by the way. Well, this was actually fucking great. Hilarious. A lot of very spiteful takes from penguinz, but that's fine. You know, if he wants to be spiteful, that's completely fine. Sneako's 100% fucking spiteful. Both of them don't really have any real reason to attack each other other than they want to attack each other, and both people probably think the other one's in the wrong, and that's completely fucking subjective. Pretty funny. And I find it funny the fact that that Moist actually says, well, you defended cuties, but I just watched it. That is also so fucking hilarious. Bruh, I didn't watch it. I don't know a single person who did watch it. So yeah, that's a little bit of a cell phone right there. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a cell phone admitting to people that you actually did watch it. Woohoo! Painful, painful, painful. But what can you do? Actuality is painfulness. But anyway, that's it. This was hilarious. 10 out of 10. Like and subscribe.